What's up, beautiful people? My name is Clarissa, and welcome to my garden. Got into gardening. I did not know what I was doing, but with a lot of patience, with a lot of help, very much a part of my life now. In the garden, I feel peace. I feel the closest to God. It's a time where I can commune with God when I'm in my garden. Gardening also teaches me to stop, to take a pause at my everyday life and just to be still and take in the beauty of what God has created. This project took about 2 years to complete. Let me show you what I'm growing this 2026 season. We're starting off with my peppers. Every season, peppers are a little bit of a challenge for me, but this year I am determined to master them. I want to see how it goes. I have hot peppers, sweet peppers, banana peppers. Moving on, we have cucumbers, and these are honestly one of my favorites to grow. There is something so satisfying about watching them climb and vine their way up. They're great to slice up and throw into a cool summer drink, and they're also rich in vitamins. Next up, we have basil, and I just love this herb. The smell alone makes it worth growing. I add it to everything, my spaghetti, summer drinks, even flatbread. It's so versatile. But this year, I'm doing something a little different. I'm growing purple basil. Like, when I saw this, I was like, yes, I have to. I have to. Purple basil, and this right here is my dill. And dill, I like to throw in tuna, so many different things. I don't know. I'll give y'all recipes if you want. But yeah, this right here is my mint. I throw mint into my teas and summer drinks as well. And I found this chocolate mint last year, and it actually grew back this year, so I didn't have to replant this one. Every day I go into my garden, I have to smell chocolate mint. Like, it's so good. People use it for their hot chocolate, lattes, mocktails, iced teas, lemonades. There's so many things that you can use it for. You can also use it in brownies as well. Moving on, these are my mini sunflowers, and they are going to grow into huge, huge sunflowers. I tell people all the time, I grow flowers in my garden mainly for shade, for pollination, and for bees. Pollination is so important, and I intentionally create space for them. This garden is not just for me, it's for nature too. The bees need it, the butterflies need it, and honestly, my plants need them. It's a relationship. When you garden with nature instead of against it, everything just thrives. And this is what gardening is all about. Here are my strawberries. Now, these are in a pot, but I do plan on moving them into a bigger container this season. And the reason is simple. I love strawberries and I want to harvest more of them this year. Over here is my berry bush. I kind of neglected it this year, but it did grow back from last year. So that's a start. Here are my tomatoes, and I'm happy to be growing them again this year. Last season was an actually good one for me with tomatoes. I did not have a single problem with hornworms, and if you know, you know. If you want to know what fertilizers I use in my garden, just let me know down below, and I'll definitely do a separate video for that. Here we have 2 of my okra plants. I planted one last year, and when I tell you it grew so, it was huge. This year I decided to only plant 2 and just keep it that way because these little plants, they grow so big, and just to make sure that they're not fighting with each other and spacing is right. Last but not least, in the fruits and vegetables, I am growing watermelon. This is my all-time favorite fruit to grow, and this year we are going even bigger. I have so many varieties in the ground this season. We have orange Tendersweet, crimson sweet. We have so many different varieties. Each one is different, and I love that. There is nothing like walking out to your garden and seeing a watermelon you grew yourself sitting there ready to be picked. I grew up with a mother who had a green thumb. Like, she loved flowers. She loved plants. And growing up, we had a porch, a huge wraparound porch, and so she always had beautiful hanging plants, and will always get compliments, on how beautiful her garden was. Before my mother transitioned, I'll never forget, our sister was telling us that oh, like we need to help mommy with her houseplants, because at this point in her life, like she was no longer mobile. So like one of the tasks of like helping my mom was making sure like her plants was watered, because we knew that's something that she would have wanted us to do. And that kind of prompted me to like buy a plant. So I was like, oh, let me buy a plant. Maybe I can like try my hands at growing something. And that got kind of like my wheels turning a bit. And so from there, forget, I went over one of my very close friends' house in Yemency, and I remember she took me to her backyard. The most beautiful, beautiful garden. Like she had corn, she had peppers, she had peppers from Nigeria. She grew watermelon. Like she had so much, and it was just like full. And she was just like, "Oh, you can definitely learn how to do this. Like it's not hard." And I was just like, "No, girl, this looks hard. This is a lot. This is amazing." She taught me a few things and YouTube University, and here we are today in my backyard. And that grew from me getting 2 garden beds to me like teaching over, I want to say by now, over 100 people how to garden. So yeah, that's kind of like my story, my backstory on gardening. You want to learn how to garden, or you know how to garden? I'm looking for my community here on YouTube. So let's connect, let's stay connected, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.